Good body every evening. Just finished title number 10, and this one was a doozy. It's one of my favorite movies, actually, of all time. It is, ready for this? The Collector. This is just slasher perfection, almost. You know, I can't even say slasher. I can't even say a slasher movie. But you get the idea what I'm talking about. This is just clever and cool and mean, and for people like we, a lot of fun. This movie starts off with a suburban couple, middle-aged, coming back from what seems to be date night, and they show up in their house, and the older lady's feeling a little frisky because she goes right to the bedroom, straight to the bedroom. Most girls, when they come inside, they gotta go pee. This one went right to the bedroom, so it must have been, she must have got extra dessert. That, or he went to Jared's. Anyways, the guy's in the kitchen, he's checking out the mail. And no, the letters that he got, stop it ain't that kind of movie. He goes to turn on the lights, and the lights don't work. And he has a, you could tell he's blaming the Mexicans. Okay? He's got that look in his eyes. Like, damn, oh. And I say the Mexicans because in the front, there's some yellow tape, and if you watch it as it passes by, it says, cuidado. Cuidado meaning careful, caution. So, when someone tells you, mucho cuidado, that means be very careful. So he's just like, oh, those people, what do I get for my $5.75 an hour? And they go upstairs, and there's a box in their bedroom, and he goes to open it, and that's how we start off the movie, because he's like shocked, and something happens, we just don't know what yet. He goes into the story of a guy who's a contractor. He is working on a house, and he's installing burglar bars. He befriends the man who owns the house. He befriends his daughter, sorry, and through her he finds out a good gift for a little girl, because he has a daughter as well, we find out. As the movie progresses, we find out that his wife or ex-wife, I'm not really sure at this point, but she owes money to a loan shark, and he has found that this guy he works for is a jeweler, and he knows where to get jewels at, and he can get a lot of money for her. He just needs to go do this job. He didn't want to do it, but he's going to go do it just to get her out of hock. So he goes to do that. Well, when he gets back to the house that evening to rip the place off, the place has been rigged left and right with every booby trap imaginable. You know, the Saw movies, they come up with some pretty good traps, ingenious traps, but they're already locked in the damn things. They wake up and they're in them. That's one thing. This is one where you're wandering aimlessly through a house that you think is safe, and you could be reaching for a ballpoint pen, and then from the other room, a sledgehammer comes flying at you. That's ingenious. This movie is just, it's just great. It's just a great movie. It redefined this type of movie. I don't want to use the term torture porn anymore, because that just drums up all sorts of imagery and thoughts of snuff and just something totally depraved. Totally off center of what I'm talking about. This one was clever and cool, and being a collector myself, I kind of dug it. Not this kind of collector though. This guy collects people. He doesn't collect movies like you and me. He collects people, and the ones he doesn't collect, the ones he doesn't want, gone. But there's some really cool kill scenes in here, and that sounds kind of psychotic to say it like that. Wow, did you see the way she died? That was the best. But yeah, some really cool kill scenes. Pretty imaginative. My favorite one is the daughter when she buys the. She does it in style, I have to say. And she's hot. And I don't know what this says about me as a person, but you ever see a girl in a movie? She's just hot, but she just gets hotter when she's being thrown around the room. I was like, oh, baby. What would I give the gore factor on a movie like this? About a 3 out of 5. What would my recommendation on a movie like this be? I'd say I'd rate it about a 4.5 out of 5. If you haven't seen it, definitely get it. If you dig movies like Saw, you're going to like it. If you hate movies like Saw, I think you'll still like it. I was going to show it with a less reflective slipcase, but as many of my friends here, such as the REAL XXTUBBYXX points out, this crap that Walmart does on their slipcases, I think that's why David Rediger just throws the slipcases away. He's like, why be bothered with them? I like the slipcases. They look neat. They make it look uniform. But not when it's got this crap all over it. Walmart. I don't need to know where I bought it from. I don't need to be reminded. Put it in here, not here, you dorks. But anyways, that's kind of the mini review. Hope you guys got something out of that one. And it says from the writers of Saw. So they had the same kind of like the idea with the traps and stuff like that, but this was a little more, put a little more thought in it. And not only that, but the soundtrack. The soundtrack kicks a lot of ass. I gotta tell you, this is one of those movies like The Crow. I bought the soundtrack to it. I'd buy a soundtrack to this movie if they offered it. Maybe they do. I haven't even checked. But if they offered it, I'd buy it. That's my dog deciding to come over here and chew on his bone. Get out of here. Go on. He just loves to steal the show. Both my dogs do. Noisy as heck. Well, thanks so much. Got 2 more to go. Will we do it? I think we will. I'm going to try and squeeze in that 3rd one that I talked about. Didn't mention the title yet, but it's one that I don't even have to watch because I've seen it so many times. I'm talking 200 plus times, and that ain't no exaggeration. 200 plus times I've seen this movie, and I'll probably see it another 200 before I leave this earth. So be prepared, be ready. And I'll conclude the evening with some shout outs. So stay tuned, come back soon. I have another one up and running in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Thanks.